think it's time to hang this up, guys.
Think so?
I think so.
Look at this. It's just us three now.
Yeah.
I think we've gone as far as we can with this.
Yeah. What's going on? You're tuned in to the All Points Podcast. We are the freshest crew, and I go by the name of A2.
I go by the name of Kyle.
Jonathan the Great.
And we are back like a chiropractor. Mm-hmm. Speaking of chiropractor, my back hurts like a motherfucker. So, you know, if I stand up and I do that old man, then you know why.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Nothing. It's just old.
You were just, never mind.
Yeah.
Speaking
I had to get ahead of that.
Speaking of old, my sister's 50 years old today.
Yeah, congratulations, sister. Hey, the big 5-0.
Maybe contemplate life. Maybe question my own mortality. You know?
Yeah.
Like 50. I'm only like less than 20 years away from that.
I mean, how does that make you feel though?
It makes me feel like time's running out.
Time is
like, what am I doing with my life?
You're doing whatever you like.
Coolio died at like 59 or something.
Yeah, but he probably did a lot of drugs too.
Maybe. But you don't know what I do at home?
Well, I do, but I'm not going to bring up that story. You know what I'm talking about.
So now, like, I want like a car now. Like, I'm driving an SUV. So I was looking up Mustangs.
See, that's
like a car.
That is the worst. That is the worst to like look up anyway.
I know, but like,
you already. Oh, go ahead.
I just want a Mustang now.
So you want a Mustang again?
Yeah.
Wait. What the fuck happened? Where did we? What?
Because I was questioning my age, my life.
So you're having a super young midlife crisis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Carry on.
And I want a Mustang now.
Yeah.
Or I can get an old people car and get an MKZ.
Nah. If you're gonna have a midlife crisis, you got to get a Camaro.
A Camaro.
Yeah.
It's Mustang's the Ford Camaro. Someone in the comments like, no, that's not right.
You know, this actually has a 30.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? Nobody hits us up in comments.
You're right.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video.
I ain't heard that in forever.
And a comment. Busters.
And leave us a voicemail. I was looking through them the other day. We got like two
voicemails?
Yeah.
From
both
who?
Rick.
Oh, from Rick. Rick,
Shout out to Rick.
You have our number.
I think it's time to hang this up, guys.
Think so?
I think so.
Look at this. It's just us three now.
Yeah.
I think we've gone as far as we can with this.
Yeah.
Nah.
We're gonna open the multi-plane podcast. You know?
Nah, man.
We're gonna limit it. Not all of them, but we've got a lot.
Don't let it get down to me. Trust me.
It's gonna be the Few Points podcast.
I got some hot takes.
All right, well, let them off.
First hot take.
All right.
Still ain't been paid.
I mean, no, but yeah, Jonathan
What?
You kind of made a point about that guy. How
His
you
name
don't
is
want
Terrence.
to roast him no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. He was getting fucking cooked.
I meant to watch that video.
It's not even just that video. There's more.
Really?
Like that. I guess that dude. I don't know. In his case, for Terrence and everything, for those two levels and all that shit, he ain't for play. He was cooking him shit.
Yeah.
Like it was funny for me, but it was kind of sad because he's like, well, I guess I'm just sitting here in this hotel. And he's like, I ain't paid for this shit. I guess I'm gonna just, what did he say? Stick to the business that pays you. And I'm gonna sit in this hotel that I ain't paid for because I got booked for this shit. And it's just, I was like, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He was going in. He called him homeless, man.
Yeah.
He called Terrence homeless.
Yeah, he was like, one dude, he's in his studio. Me, I'm in my sports thing, blah, blah, blah. Every time you go live, you on the street. Like, I was just like.
He said, you're at Panera Bread going live because this house obviously don't got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang.
It was bad. So I was like, all right, I'm done making fun of this dude.
Like, leave him alone. Yeah. He's already dead.
I didn't pay attention to too much of it, but I saw two-tone and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. But either way, like that fucking drama shit, while it's funny, I do think that's one thing we need to just, retire. The whole, that whole incident. I just brought it up because I was wondering if you got paid.
No, I ain't got paid yet, but he should be in Wichita like next week. So.
Okay.
I guess we'll pull up on them and see what happens.
Nah, we can pull up with blankets and hot cocoa.
pull up with like a renter's application. Like,
You okay, though?
yeah, man. Is everything all right, man?
Yo, the only thing I'm pulling up to is tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the show of the century.
Oh, God.
You don't even know, Kyle.
Is it tomorrow
It's
or like
tomorrow.
in a few days?
What's the show?
Tomorrow. So there's this band out from California, right? Mm-hmm. So I know you know Ozzy Osbourne. I know you know the band Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
What happens if you have Black Sabbath and the McDonald's characters and you fuse them together? They did the fusion dance.
I don't
you get
know.
Mac Sabbath. So there's this like parody band that's gonna be played at Wave, and I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, I would go to that if anybody else was going, but I just assumed nobody was gonna go. And then
With this group, yes.
yeah, exactly. But then I saw I was texting Marco, and I was like, hey Marco, what do you think about this show? And he's like, I saw that last week, and he like thought the same thing I did. He's like, if anybody was gonna go, he'd go. So then I was like, all right, well, it'll be a me and Marco show. And then I hit up Michael and Henry. They're down for it. And you know what? And I was like, the stars aligned on this, right? Because you know what's going on with McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their little big kids Happy Meals.
Yeah, those Happy Meals. Mm-hmm. So I'm going up there tomorrow. I'm finding one finding one tomorrow. I'm getting me one of them toys, and I'm making them sign that shit.
You're the man. I love you.
I can't
good
wait.
luck,
Go
man.
cheeseburglar.
Are they dressed up as the
Yes.
Interesting.
Dude has like the big hamburger, Mary McCheese.
Yeah.
He's got that, but it's got like these horns coming out the bottom of it and shit. They've got Grimace, who's like tatted up and shit. And then it's just
Now I gotta look this up.
yeah, you got
It looks wild as hell. That's funny though.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of weird because I forgot about the whole McDonald's like adult Happy Meal thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm
and
good.
people treating it like it was some Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
You get a cool toy.
What kind of toy is it?
It's like I think it's partnered up with like a clothing line brand or something like that.
I'm good.
that was a headline name response.
Yeah. I saw the toys, but that's about it.
Nah, honestly, I went into the article and I read like a little bit of it. And I was like, I'm not interested, but I should have been because I have a feeling that you ain't gonna be able to find any
Find any what?
of the
Adult Happy Meal?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, they was at the McDonald's I went to today.
It was what?
They was at the McDonald's I went to today.
Really?
But the one up my street from my house, they didn't offer it. But the one I went to today, they did offer it.
Okay, well, just tell me that during the break.
Yeah.
We don't want somebody.
What does it matter?
What if I want more Happy Meals?
What are they gonna time travel or something?
They might.
Maybe.
But
Nah.
yeah,
It's just wild though. Like people being like that fanatical about shit like that.
well, people are bored.
Well, what have people been excited for recently?
Well, I mean, not like necessarily recently, but the whole, like I said, the Szechuan sauce.
Yeah. So
you know,
like it's about time.
no, it's just. I don't get the idea of like really rushing to like clear out inventory just because you want a fucking Happy Meal. Like you could have got a Happy Meal anytime from like this point now, but now that they put adult on it, and then you get like, because I saw like some of the toys and it looks like they had like 4 eyes or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
that's the brand, the designer.
Yeah.
brand.
You know what it is?
What?
So it's an adult Happy Meal. Lately, everybody's been on this whole like, oh, I want to be a kid again type kick and everything. Like not saying it directly, but with the release of Hocus Pocus 2, you got a bunch of people that are like, actually not even just Hocus Pocus 2, just anything that's from way back then and they're re-releasing now or doing it different, fucking Little Mermaid and shit and everything. All these people are always talking about, oh, this is ruining my childhood or blah, 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 my childhood. And it's like, you fucking grown baby bitch. Like, that's what this is all about. Like, oh, I just want to be a kid again. Like, yeah, I know being an adult fucking sucks.
Sometimes.
Suck it up, bitch.
I'd say sometimes, like, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I can eat ice cream whenever I want. I can have sex as a kid too.
That's frowned upon.
No,
That's gross.
Come on. I mean, I guess we're in a different type of church, so whatever.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Wait, was it the Church of Christ.
Jonathan,
was
shut
the
up.
cat.
Hey,
Which one? Which one was it?
A lot of oh gods, oh God, oh Father. No, I'm joking.
See, this is why we don't get that like on our comments on our video
Oh, whatever.
because of comments like that.
No, who cares?
If they're gonna like, okay, first and foremost, like this isn't the first time we said shit like that.
Oh, I already know.
If they come back, they're like, oh, maybe they cleaned up this time.
Wrong. Nah, but yeah, you're right. I guess it's only a small portion of people that are doing this and everything like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get the idea of wanting to go back to being a kid. Like, if you could be a kid for a week, you probably would do it and then hate the rest of your life.
Maybe.
Like, really? If it was like the best week, like I don't want to say Riverfest because that's probably gonna be the worst, but like if it was you going and being a kid and just it was like your vacation, like you didn't have to do shit. You knew you could like fuck around and like tell your parents to like to eat shit, and then you just go back to being an adult.
Do I get the mindset that I have now?
Yeah, why not? You wouldn't even be able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hey, I can get my dick hard for anything.
Shut the fuck up.
As a kid, Jonathan, that's gross. If I could go back, I would go back to.
I'd say it's the remix to Ignition.
I would go back to being like either
My adult body is missing.
either 16 or maybe 19, 20.
Was that was the goal in there?
Maybe. I don't know. 16 was pretty cool, pretty rad.
Yeah, you would avoid meeting him.
No, I would still go to work. But if I have the mindset that I have now, I'll still go to work. But like, I'd be like, Jonathan, listen to me. I'm from the future.
Get the fuck away from me, kid.
Nah, I don't know.
I say that if you could ever just like go back, of course you would tell somebody to invest in like this company or this thing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but let's take that off the table.
Okay.
You can't cheat. Like everything that happens is gonna go back to how it is.
Okay.
Like, no paradoxes and all that shit.
Yeah.
You can go back. 16. What would you do?
Everything.
I would probably try to smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your brain?
The mindset that I have now?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're you and your 16-year-old body.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a trap. I'm not about to walk into that. It's a trap. It's a trap. I know exactly where it was going.
It's the remix to
That's a trap. That's a trap. I know exactly what you're trying to say. Your adult brain wants to smash a 16-year-old. No, that's not what I was going after.
The second you say that, you hear whoop, and then like cops just bust.
Nope.
Chris Hands.
That's exactly what I don't. No.
I'm not making a justification for it, but you are 16.
No, I'm not. No.
Look, you could be like, I'm an old soul. Like, people be saying that all the time.
It makes you. It's like it goes back to like that one thing I thought of. I don't know if I told y'all this, but if you look at your significant other when they was 16 and say call them hot, is that weird? Is your significant other?
You'd be like, no, that was 16-year-old John talking.
Is it weird to say that, or is it wrong to say that? Is your significant other though? You're married.
I think it would be weird. It'd be weird to say, oh yeah, you were hot as a teen.
Yeah, is that weird to say that?
Okay,
but you married her though.
And how you say it.
Yeah, okay.
How you say it like that.
How you
Like,
mask it.
You were,
you hide it.
You were a cute high schooler.
Yeah, you can say that, but if you're like, damn,
Damn, that's making my PV hard.
What happened to this? Huh? Where's this at? I missed this one.
I wouldn't have been able to stick both
I think
of
the
them
only
in
way
there.
you could really say it tastefully is like, you know what? If I met you back then, I probably would have been hitting on you just the same way I did when I saw you.
Oh,
You know, you do something like that.
Sweet.
that's the only way you get away with it.
My girlfriend.
He's giving a heart to the ladies again.
My girlfriend that I had recently this year saw
Which one?
old. Just one.
Wow.
Saw a video of me from back in the day, and she said, "Yeah, if we would have went to the same high school, I probably would have had a crush on you." And I was like, "No, you wouldn't have."
She went to the Alex school of like playing shit.
I said, "No, you
I
wouldn't
thought
have."
she was gonna be a dirty bitch. Like, damn, Kyle.
I suck your dick under the bleachers.
That would have been weird.
What?
But like,
Wait, how would that be weird?
So there's a right way of saying it. Complimenting. There's a right way of complimenting
There's a white way?
A right way
No.
of complimenting your significant other of old pictures of them. That's what you're saying.
I think there is a right way, but I mean, it's still just kind of like implying that you're attracted to like their younger self, though. You know, so.
But like, if your significant other walked in on you beating off to like an old picture of them, that's weird.
You gotta go to jail.
But it's your wife.
You're going to jail.
Isn't that what you think? She doesn't mean anything to me.
It's you though. It's you. Yeah, that's weird.
No, because Rhea definitely had like a picture from her or from whatever. It's a Polaroid or whatever, and I was like. Ooh.
What does she have? Her,
I'm
her baby fat jeans on?
No, she's a fucking nerd.
Oh. All right. Well,
I mean, that tracks.
yeah, leave it to that.
Yeah. She knows math and shit like that. I'm like,
Well, at least
smart.
she wasn't like a band nerd.
Yeah. Like a picture of her with like a flute or something.
Yeah. I mean, apparently playing the flute can get you all sorts of heat, though.
yeah.
Kaylee played the flute.
Wait, she did?
She
bet
does.
she did.
Wow, see? Now I understand.
Yeah.
I understand why he's talking about that whole Lizzo incident.
Oh, you want to bring up the Lizzo incident?
That's where he was going.
All right. Well, so did you guys hear about Lizzo?
Why would you say that's the worst segues?
So apparently,
Hey, I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not.
apparently, Republicans are mad as heck
Everything.
that the Library of Congress allowed Lizzo to. She's a classically trained flutist, by the way. She's trained to play the flute. She knows how to play the flute. It's not like she just took it and just started blowing in it. To play James Madison's 200-year-old crystal flute at one of her DC shows. And Republicans lost it. You would have thought that she was conquering up some old slaves to come back and haunt recent slave masters, recent white people. But Republicans lost it.
And it don't make no sense why.
None.
It's just like all she did, she played it beautifully.
Yeah.
You know? But she was showing her ass on stage while she was
twerking.
doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can understand a little bit. Okay. I was really, she was a little sharp. That's okay. Nah, man. But it was just like, I don't get it. I don't get the outrage. I don't get like, it was a nice little gesture. And they came to her to do it.
Yeah.
Well, according to Ben Shapiro, we all know who he is.
Actually.
Had a dumb comment on Twitter saying, if all we had seen was a clip of Lizzo playing the flute in the halls of the Library of Congress while wearing a semi-modest outfit, everyone would have shrugged. But that's not the clip everyone champagned as groundbreaking. It was a clip where she bragged about twerking.
Okay.
Did she brag about twerking?
During the show after she got done. She said, we just made history, B words. Yeah.
I mean, technically it is history.
Right.
But like my thing is, why you want to play a 200-year-old flute?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's a historic piece. It's part of history.
I'm trying to think of the equivalent for you.
Well, I was gonna say, let's say like you somehow froze yourself and went to the future, and then you're in the future, and there's like a 200-year-old PlayStation 6, and you're like, man, I want to play that shit because I wanted to play Ark. I mean, you would do it, right?
I don't know.
He wouldn't do it. Hence our no, I'm okay.
Like if Jay-Z's like New York fitted cat was in a museum, would you want to put it on and be like, hey man, Jay-Z wore this?
No.
It'll be like the mask.
I'm not a fanboy, so. But I mean, when you think about it like that, like we're talking about if Cool Herc or Flash and everything like that, one of their turntables and their mixer was sitting there and it's been preserved, and they're like, hey, we want to let you have a set and everything. Of course you're gonna do it. That's a huge honor. Like, and it's kind of crazy that people will take something like that and just be so mad about it.
Huge fucking deal out
it's
of
just one of the things, like, she's having fun while doing it. And I'm not a super huge Lizzo apologist and all that shit and everything like that, but it's just one of those things. It's like, come on, man, y'all got a billion things that you could be worrying about right now versus her clapping them thunder cheeks.
Apparently, Nick Adams, he's a best-selling author of a number of conservative books.
Well, he can eat a dick.
Obviously, said Lizzo isn't talented enough to play music on a $20 Yamaha plastic recorder off Amazon, let alone a crystal flute once owned by James Madison.
Hey.
The Biden administration is making a mockery of this country. Had to add that in there. And I'm just like, oh God. And then he said, honestly, I just think this is old white America's. Wait, no, that's my comment. My bad. Never mind.
Wait, what?
So you got to read that shit now.
So
got going off on Twitter.
I honestly just think this is old white America scared of a big black beautiful woman that is Lizzo.
True.
And I also hate how people compare it to someone taking a dump on the American flag because it's not that at all.
But if you did take a dump on the American flag, that's your right to do so.
Exactly.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a constitutional thing? We can't deface the flag or something?
No.
It's like a federal crime?
Nope. You can burn a flag if you want.
You want to go burn a flag right now?
Nah.
You know what? When I was going by them pro-lifers, I wanted to just do some foul shit. But yeah, I mean, you could do that. That's not a problem.
You should have just had a bucket of water, throw it in the street, then back up there, run over it to splash water over.
That's extra petty. I think I might do that next time.
Yeah.
Just always have a bucket ready to go.
Or have an air horn and blow it.
Yeah, but that I don't know. I thought it was more funny than anything.
Yeah.
They were just mad because black women play flute and show cheeks.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
And I think deep down inside they have a little bit of, jungle fever.
A little bit.
And they don't know how to control it, so they just get angry.
It's like when you have people who are just like so anti-gay, and then it turns out, surprise, surprise, they was sucking dick in the bathroom.
Yep.
Or in the parking lot at the baby concert.
True.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Oh, I don't know.
The baby?
That sounded too specific.
No, you guys don't remember that? Like before he got canceled and all that shit. Like, oh, these gay people out there sucking dick in the parking lot. And,
That's funny. I heard something about that, like, I guess his newest album just kind of flopped.
Yeah, he's getting blackballed apparently.
How can you be blackballed if you already got him?
I don't know. If the baby was caught sucking wiener in the back of the baby concert,
dick, Kyle.
Is it just him sucking dick at the back of his own concert, or is it still the baby concert?
There's no paradox here. Nah, but yeah, who the fuck said it? They're like, oh, how can you be blackballed or whatever, or canceled or whatever if you already have your fans? Like, just play to your fans.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think. I don't know. I think the whole situation is stupid with him. Just he can continue to go away, and I won't care.
I just don't understand why people think that they just can't handle that they ain't hot no more. Take your 15 minutes of fame and run with it.
Yeah, you made somebody, whatever situation you were in, you're probably out of it if you spent your money well.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you can retire. You can play like Xbox into the sunset.
You can retire, or you can go on Baby Hip Hop Club or whatever's on.
What is that?
Hip Hop Mama's Club. I don't know the dang show.
That is crazy because it's one of them things that people just have a hard time facing, that it's just not in anymore.
Yeah.
You dropped 2 mixtapes. You did a citywide Midwest tour. It fizzled out. It's time for the Ford just to ride off into the sunset
And start a podcast.
Yeah, and start a podcast
until that fizzles out. Apparently.
Man, starting a podcast, man, that would be fun.
It's super wild, just all the unexpected crazy shit that can happen.
You never know what happens, but you gotta improvise.
And eventually other people will start a podcast and make yours feel kind of insignificant.
Oh yeah. Did anybody else start a podcast?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah.
We still have time.
Be on the lookout for the Few Points podcast.
The 1 Point podcast.
Yep. By Kyle. This is where I just ramble for 30 minutes.
You should do that though.
I thought about doing my own podcast.
Call it Kyle's Corner with a K.
No. Kyle's Cool Corner. All K's.
Yeah. The K3 podcast.
Yep. So what else is going on in the news?
Nah, it's not what's going on in the news, but what is going on. So we're going to take a quick commercial.
Wait,
give me back with the All Points podcast. And we're back. sorry for that brief commercial break. I know you were like frothing at the mouth to get us back in here. And we're here. And I just gotta say,
Yes.
anytime during the break, I'm always checking my phone to like see how my like investments are doing. Mm-hmm. And I recently got back into crypto.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got back into it. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that I didn't invest in whatever the fuck Kim Kardashian was promoting. Because
Wait.
For your favorite grave.
She had her own crypto.
No, she didn't have a crypto. See, so what they did was like basically this one. It was called like Ethereum Max or some shit.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
I got some Ethereum.
Do you have Ethereum Max though?
No, not Max.
Ooh, you
Good.
got the wimpy shit.
No, I
Yeah.
got the free service.
See, Ethereum Max.
Ads.
You got light.
They had a good little thing going,
Yeah.
and then they were just like we need to get a celebrity, and somehow they got Kim Kardashian to like promote it on their IG.
She's pretty well known in the world.
And then that shit went,
What?
She has over 10 followers on Instagram.
God damn, like that many people in the world?
There's a lot.
Jesus.
At least 50.
So she's got like 1/5 of the world.
Maybe.
God damn.
At least. A minimum.
Could you imagine living on like an island with just like imagine being in like one of the small ass town with like 50 people. Everybody knows everybody and they know your business.
Everyone's fucked everybody.
Yeah. It's like an old folks home. Everybody got syphilis.
Maybe.
But
Super AIDS.
but like so like after she promoted it, like they went up. It was like a vertical spike.
Bro.
And then a vertical drop like immediately after because like everybody who was on that project pulled out.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so they left all the other people holding the bag. But what was funny about it is she is like the first celebrity to have to pay because of like crypto shit.
That's
Wow.
what that was.
Yeah, so it was like,
Interesting.
But it wasn't a whole lot for her though.
oh, of course not.
Like $1 million in Bitcoin.
Yeah, it was like 1.3.
Yeah.
but yeah, and she was just like, just threw that. She threw it at the clerk.
Can you imagine that? Just being that rich.
Yeah, every day.
That's crazy.
I go to my job and I'm like, man, if only
If only. Like,
I could just get into crypto scheme. Fuck it, whatever. I can't get it out.
I wish our podcast was just a little bit more tamed, just so we could reach out to celebrities to be like, hey, say our name on your next Instagram live.
We couldn't.
No, we
even get
can.
RDC World, dude. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, if we were just a little bit more tamed.
we just got to go for those people. Like, there's those wild people like, I don't know, Ben Shapiro. I'm sure he'll shout us out. And,
Hamilton or Hannity.
oh, yeah, we can get on Hannity.
Yeah. Or Carl Tucker.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Actually, I don't like that guy.
I don't either.
If I ever was like, I mean, I'm not
You
trying
want to punch him in the face, don't you?
I want to punch him in the face.
He has a very, especially when he does his little like squint shit.
Yeah.
And his mouth hangs.
Can I order the enchilada?
Can I get some freedom fries?
I don't like Dr. Pepper. Do you have Mr. Pibb?
Yeah, definitely.
He drinks Pibb.
He's definitely that type.
Yeah.
Can I get some no salt nuggets? Definitely that type.
It's just the memories of that place.
Fuck it.
I'm here to say it. I've been riding
With Biden.
with my boy Kanye for a little bit now. And
All right.
I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt. I've been saying, he's a genius. You guys just don't understand. You're giving him, defending him to a certain extent. I'm not like a stan or nothing. I wouldn't but him wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, it's kind of where I draw the line. I thought the Make America Great hat was funny because I talked about doing that. Like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to wear that hat.
Yeah.
And then Kanye did it. But for him to wear a White Lives Matter shirt, even if it is a joke, I'm pretty sure him and his boys are just laughing it all up because it's getting everybody in a whole thing. And for him to like denounce Black Lives Matter as like a hoax or whatever, which I won't go into that because we won't go into the whole Black Lives Matter people behind that and how that's
we can. Why not?
Why not? Because it hurts people's feelings, but it's just like it sucks that the owner of Black Lives Matter has like $1 million house, but we won't get in it.
Look, they scammed a bunch of people. Fucking it. We'll call a spade a spade. way.
Yeah, exactly. Literally and figuratively. But it's just the whole white lives matter, like what you're really saying. It's his platform. And that's the thing. Like for people who don't know, Kanye West recently had a fashion show for his Yeezy clothes that no one can ever get and wear. And he was wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt at one of the fashion show.
I don't want to. I thought he can't use Yeezy anymore.
He can use his name, Yeezus or Yeezus Season or
but
whatever.
I thought he can't use it on any like clothing or any apparel or any of that shit. Because the whole Adidas Gap deal or whatever.
Oh, since he walked away from Adidas,
or something like that. Like they sent some whole paperwork and all that shit, and it had like you can't use this on anything. Yeah, you can't use Yeezy. Yeah, yada.
I thought it was his name, and he thought of it, and it was his brand. So
who knows? Okay, carry on. Whatever.
But the whole fact that he wore like a White Lives Matter shirt and just like what it's trying to say, it's kind of messed up in my opinion.
I mean, the second I saw that, I was just like, all right, Kanye West gonna be Kanye.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
they called him Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, right. No, I mean it's been progressive though, because you remember him wearing the Confederate flag, and that was kind of like the first little indication. Yeah, and then it was like him wearing the Make America Great Again hat, and him like being so involved with fucking Trump. Yeah. And then it was just like, yeah, now we're at the point where it's like, okay, now we see where you at.
So I guess the question is like, do you think he does it just for attention or because he's like, I'm not making music right now, so the only way to get my name out there is to do stupid stuff like this.
What is it? He like $6 billion?
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
So why does he even need the attention?
Exactly.
He's allegedly a billionaire. We don't know how much he actually has.
Well, I mean, either way though. It's just like he has the money. He don't really absolutely need the attention. Yeah. Like the Yeezy brand is selling. He's fine. Yeah, so it's like to get the attention because it's obviously just going to be negative. But I think if anything, because he knows that most black folk ain't rocking with that shit. He knows it's going to appeal to white people. Yeah. And it's my conspiracy brain on that one, and I'll admit that shit. But it's like, they just extracting a lot of wealth from the black community because most of the people who were buying Yeezy back in the day, it was mostly just black people. Yeah. And then now it's like it's such a big brand that he don't need it anymore.
I don't even think that. I think white people was buying up their stuff. Because black people can't get their hands on that stuff.
I mean, more than likely, who's buying that though? It ain't black people.
It's the upper class white guys buying his stuff. Really,
that's honestly a lot of his antics and all that shit like that. Because you already know I don't fuck with Kanye. Right, fucking hate this dude.
That nigga Kanye.
Yeah, but nah, he does this shit and everything like that just because he does want to get that attention. He does want to get people talking about it, and I think the whole thing behind that is he does a lot of this shit just to see who's gonna jump out there and defend him because he's building a cult. When you think about it, the most what's the word I'm looking for? The most loyal people, the most really dedicated people that are really jumping in to defend him on all this stuff. They'll literally do anything for him. They're already buying his overpriced trash bags and homeless wear and all that shit. What else can he do to keep these people? He can do anything.
He's like practical jokers and whatnot.
Yeah. And they're just like, yeah, I love it. Oh, yeah. And, he's he's just building a cult. And a lot of people keep drinking the Yay-Aid. So
the Yay-Aid, huh? Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. There's just those super loyalists. I mean, I remember Kweli. He was posting he made a criticism of Kanye. Well, no, it wasn't him. It was this dude Wes Felton. But Wes basically posted was I remember back in the after late registration days, he made a criticism of him. It was something about the whole Diamonds of Sierra Leone shit, and he got sworn by Kanye fans. Yeah. And it's just it's the same thing that you get with Beyonce fans. Yeah. It's the whole. Yeah, exactly. But
it kind of goes back to that debate we had: who has the worst fans? And for the most time, we said wrestling fans.
You know what?
Music artists.
I'm gonna amend that though. Any K-pop fans?
I haven't met no hardcore K-pop fans.
Yeah, you haven't been on Twitter long.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm rarely on Twitter.
Shoot, they was trying to get Joe Budden.
Wait, really?
Yeah. What did he do?
Because he buttoned. No, his co-host at the time and everything. They were pretty much talking about how BTS and everything. They're like, oh, well, they make some pretty catchy songs and all that shit. They're pretty popular. He's like, fucking hate these BTS niggas. And then that clip got taken and it was put online. They were like, oh, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, man.
Yeah. I forget what they call them. I thought it was K-High, but that ain't it.
Nah, it's the Army.
Yeah.
Do you think like negative publicity like helps certain things?
Of course. I mean, like, in a sense, if like what you're saying is controversial, I mean, think of like Andrew Tate. All of his stuff was controversial, but that just like expanded his brand.
Then why aren't we as popular as we need?
Because you keep trying to edit out people's voices and whatnot, and keep trying to play it safe and tame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say dick. Say it. Say it.
Dick.
Say it like you mean it.
Dick.
Grab onto it and say it.
Wiggle it around.
Do it. Exactly, Kyle. You want to take this thing to the next level? I need to hear you say it. I need you to say, big floppy donkey
So I'm
dick.
the one holding us
Yes,
back.
you're holding us back.
No.
Say it, Kyle. Say big floppy donkey dick.
No.
Say it.
There's no reason to say it.
That's why Eugene and Sam left.
Yo.
Because you wouldn't say dick.
I think Eugene left because we said it too much.
Oh, man.
Well,
But yeah, negative publicity, that gets people talking. So I think we need to orchestrate a couple of stunts.
nah.
Wait, why not?
All right, give me your idea. Picture.
All right.
No, we're not going to tell them online, and they're going to know it's coming.
Yeah.
Nah, we need to. Y'all remember Lacey Cruz, the one who's running for councilwoman? I don't know if she's council. I forget what she's doing. She was in XY, and she was like talking to the bartenders.
You mean XY, the gay club in town?
Mm-hmm. The gay club. Yes, I go to gay clubs. So
I was saying Lacey Cruz goes to gay clubs.
well, I mean, she's a dirty liberal, so of course she does.
Okay.
But so she was in there, and it was kind of fucked up because like the whole story, and I forget exactly what she called her. It was something to the like effect of like Shaniqua or something like that. And she was like, I don't know if she was black. I don't know which bartender they're talking about, but she was saying, no, I was saying, it's some like, mutinate. It was completely made up. It was obvious. Like she was trying to like, trying to like tone it down.
Yeah.
But I think the All Points podcast needs to lead a campaign against her, to make her publicly apologize. And it's definitely not for the brand. We're here for the cause. Okay, we're here because we don't support that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we skim a little people off the top, that ain't bad either.
So good. I love my fellow black people, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we. But I reached I wouldn't say a low point in my life, but I did some shameful thing today.
What'd you do?
So, I was working hard all day, working from home, actually doing my job like I'm supposed to do.
Loser.
And I didn't. I didn't get lunch, so I went to a late lunch. And shout out to this place called Nelson's Kitchen. I was about to say Nelson's Chicken, but it's
sounded
Nelson's
like
Kitchen. I got the chicken wings, but I got it 10 minutes before I was supposed to get Pharaoh. And I was like, I can either go home or I could drive to like a spot closer to where Pharaoh's at
And eat these
eat them in the parking lot.
That's the way to do it.
So I chose the latter of the two.
I still see nothing wrong with this.
I literally drove past the spot where I was supposed to pick up Pharaoh and went to like the closest gas station. I needed gas anyway.
Yeah.
And I just sat in the parking lot.
You fucked them wings up.
And right when I parked, I get a message saying, Pharaoh just woke up. And I was like, oh my God, impeccable timing. And I text back, I'll be there soon. And I was like, I'm just going to take one bite. So I ate one piece of chicken.
And then he blacked out.
And one led to, I got two different flavors. I said, I'm going to try this lemon pepper. And I was like, oh, that was kind of good. Let me try this other flavor real quick.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I ate all 12 pieces of chicken.
Wait, it was only 12?
They were some pretty big pieces.
Okay. I was about to say light work.
I ate all 12 pieces of chicken from Nelson's Kitchen in my car while I was supposed to go get my son.
Yeah.
Had him waiting for me.
Wait, how late were you though?
I mean, I usually get him at 5 o'clock, but I could have got him at like 4:45.
She was on time then.
I got at the house like 5:05.
Okay, there you go.
Which is kind of, but you know, I felt bad eating chicken in the parking lot. I said,
Did they know?
No.
Okay,
Well,
so it doesn't matter.
So I was eating like a savage. I got sauce on my shirt. I got sauce on my pants.
She was here.
I said if anybody was to pull up next to me right now, I would feel like such a coon right now. Just tearing these chicken wings up.
The wings was screaming.
And then I got like halfway through, and I was like, I ain't even touched this ranch yet. So
You drank the ranch.
I don't think that's shameful. Okay, you're just
so
you're
I'm
passionate.
dipping it in the ranch, bro. If you would have saw how I ate these chicken wings, if you take a flat and hold on to the bone,
Yeah, I know
you
that
can pull
one.
the whole thing
yeah.
off that mug, man. So I was eating, dipping in ranch, just having a gay old time, just thinking of my son, just sitting there waiting for me. And I'm like, ugh.
It's like a tumbleweed that goes by him. He's just sitting out there with like a balloon or some shit.
And I finished my last piece of chicken. I look at the clock, it's 5:00. I look down at my shirt, it's a mess. I got sauce on my jeans. I had to walk of shame inside the gas station and wash my hands. It was bad.
Nah, man.
And then I got gas in my car. And everything would have been cool because you know, his grandmama said, you know, can he have a snack before, you know, he leaves? I was like, sure. So I was thinking, I got time. As soon as I pulled up to the house, Pharaoh's never done this in the history of me picking him up. But he's literally waiting outside on the porch, waiting for me. And I felt so bad. He's never waited outside by himself. I was like, first of all, I was mad. I was like, why is grandma letting him wait out here by himself? He's a 3-year-old. Someone can snatch him up.
She
But
had
I'm also like, why is he waiting for me?
You know what?
I shamed myself and my family.
I feel like he needs to know about this.
Oh,
But I feel like, you know, he ain't ready for it yet. So once on his 10th birthday, he's gonna hear this story.
he's gonna be like, that's why you was late picking me up that
I
day.
remember that.
Yeah.
It was like 20 years down the line. He's like, I got trauma waiting outside. And it was all because of some chicken.
All because of chicken. And like,
I wish I could film that whole thing. Just like you fucking them wings up, and it's just like, and I'm proud to be an American.
There was multiple times I looked in the mirror and looked at myself and was like, what are you doing? Go get your son.
And then he looked in the mirror again. He was like,
But
good job.
I was like, one more wing. And it was like sticky barbecue sauce wings and lemon pepper. And shout out to Nelson's Kitchen, man. Really good chicken. Probably the best wings in Wichita, in my humble opinion.
He's getting a kickback.
No, I'm not.
Nah,
They sell
yeah,
Kool-Aid.
chicken, give him kick.
They sell Kool-Aid for
He came
$2.50.
in with a body by
See how-
chicken thing on.
I
They was like,
mean,
oh yeah,
you know,
tell us about it.
But you know, they on Wednesdays they sell wings for $1.25.
See, look at him. He's doing a commercial.
Yeah.
He's doing a whole fucking commercial.
You
They
know,
did not need to know about that
They're
Kool-Aid.
open till 8. You know. The thing about the Kool-Aid is it ain't nothing special. It's just regular Kool-Aid. It ain't even got that much sugar in it.
I hate him.
But Nelson's Kitchen, it's right next. You remember Sal's
like,
old
use your promo
steakhouse?
code, Holly.
Exactly. Use the promo code all points. So you get but yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and just realize what you're doing. You know.
Yeah.
Like you ever be late to work or late for anything because you was jacking off?
Yes. Why you think I was late here?
I believe it.
Yes. I was like, fuck, man, it's already like 5:45. I was like, let me go in overdrive.
Do those like
bad.
time nuts.
You feel bad. One time I was late going somewhere because I took time to pray. But like I ended up not being late because every light was green. So I was like, God's like, you're not gonna blame me for this. So like I was actually on time. Well, I wasn't on time, but you know, I was there at a decent time.
Hey.
I'm always late, but
I was gonna say the on time in the philosophy of Alex is when you show up.
exactly. So like I'm always late because I was jacking off like every red light.
Shit, I was late to work this morning. It wasn't my fault. And I wasn't jacking off.
You was getting
Nah. Pretty much we switch cars every couple days or whatever the fuck.
That's
for,
cute.
for business reasons and whatnot. And you know, she ended up taking both keys with her, and she was already all the way over in like fucking Bel Air when I noticed. And I was like, yeah, like you got both keys. She's like, shit, motherfucker.
Gotta drive all the way back.
Yeah, I was getting ready to call in. I was gonna be like, hey man,
You got Uber. You get Uber to work.
I had Fina. I got to take her to grandma's.
Oh, okay.
You tell them to put a car seat.
Yep.
No, just tell them to put a car seat in there.
Yes.
Hey, oh boy, go on down to that Dylan's over there.
Here's a quick tip. Here's a quick street tip that I learned off of Reddit. If you're driving Uber in a dangerous city, after a certain period of time, only pick up people coming from the airport because you know they ain't got guns on them.
Well, that's not entirely true.
You can bring your gun with you on the plane. You just have to register it or let them know.
But then you know, like, they're good, wholesome people. You're not going to get robbed.
Have you heard of Spirit Airlines?
There's like a 30% chance you'll get robbed on them when you're boarded.
By the pilot.
Well, I was just trying to say Uber drivers some quick tip.
Yeah, okay.
They'd be okay. Random commercial showed up the other day.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you don't got commercials.
I don't, but I don't know where the fuck it came from. Maybe
Probably Hulu.
Nah, when I was watching the football game and all that shit.
Chefs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
He smacked that booty of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Did he?
Tom Brady was
didn't
sitting
see
there
that.
just like, I don't know what to do with life.
Yeah,
That was why.
what 10 points or whatever.
They almost fumbled the first kickoff.
So they still beat him.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Nah, I got to that
no,
shit
Tom
late.
Brady's team fumbled the first kickoff.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Like I said, that's why he's getting divorced. She's like, I'm getting me some Mahomes.
Oh my god, that would be fucking crazy.
What was the commercial?
It was some Zenko Sleep Now, Zenko Health, Zenko. It's melatonin, but it's smokable melatonin.
Hell yeah.
Word?
Yeah, it's crazy as fuck. I was sitting here
wild.
watching this commercial and everything like that. Yeah,
That's fucking dangerous.
I know.
You be sitting there, man. I'll get real sleepy.
Like it just reminded me like one of these commercials on GTA where there's like, oh yeah, now I could just smoke my crack, before work and everything. But it was just I was watching this shit and they was literally just hitting it, just like had everybody like it's one of those vape pens and all that
Bro,
shit.
what commercial?
But it's a
what
smokable
show?
melatonin or
How was
whatever.
you watching the football game? This commercial looked raggedy.
I didn't say, this ain't the commercial.
I was about to say, I thought this was a commercial. I was like, this
No.
is raggedy looking.
But I was just like, man, what the hell are they gonna do next? Like, and why would you just take pills? Like, is that what melatonin is?
Nah.
Yeah.
It's like tabs or something.
We need to get ahead of this, though.
My son takes melatonin to go to sleep.
No, we need to get ahead of this. We need to get some ibuprofen or something like that, and then make that smokable. I'm just saying, if you got a headache and then you take a couple hits of your ibuprofen's like vapor with
Smokable
that,
painkiller?
hell yeah.
Nah.
Tell me that wouldn't
normal,
pop off.
That's just normal cigarettes. What do you mean?
That ain't gonna do it.
Back in the day, they used to tell you to smoke cigarettes to fight the pain.
But that's not true. Hey, they also told you that it wouldn't give you cancer. So you
Yeah,
know.
it also makes you prettier.
Yeah,
Women out there.
Makes you look cooler too.
Yeah.
that's undeniable.
Yeah.
And it makes you lose weight.
Well, yeah, I heard that.
Is
A
it
lot
crack?
of benefits from smoking.
Yeah, well, crack? What?
That's
Hey.
it. Crack will make you lose weight.
Allegedly.
It also make you suck a dick. So
Oh, man. Depends
you know-
on how much money you got.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a hit.
I saw a crackhead later today.
You
But
want to
anyway,
take a hit? You gotta suck a dick.
smokable melatonin. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was like
I'm sorry,
just
man.
super
You know,
wild. Why don't we like, hey, let's ground up some coffee and then let's make it smokable.
Why
You gotta
not?
smoke your coffee.
Like smokable caffeine? Mm-hmm. Why not?
I don't know.
Is it because smoking's frowned upon?
Maybe unless you have a blue light on top of it, and then nobody cares.
Well, vaping, that's literally metal in your lungs.
Is it?
Yeah,
No.
it's metal
And then what the
in
fuck
your
is-
lungs.
Check
Oh.
this shit out. Mm-hmm. Ibuprofen could reduce smokers' risk of death from lung cancer. Think about it.
But what about the liver cancer?
It doesn't matter.
It messes up your liver.
Nah, it doesn't. That's a lie.
Old wives too.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, go home and take a bottle full of ibuprofen. We'll
look
see
at-
if your liver.
Kyle is trying to make me OD. You
No.
don't need to do a whole
No,
bottle
I'm
full.
not.
You just got one little one. It's all good.
I didn't tell you to OD.
You guys are stupid.
Kids, don't try that at home.
Also, the reason that it messes up your liver is because you have to ingest it. But if you're smoking it, you're good.
Why don't we inject it then?
Like,
Put it up your butt.
That's
Just
too
skip
much-
the whole digestive system.
Nobody
period.
wants things to go up their butt except for certain people. And then
All right.
it's only going into the lungs. It's all good. I don't want to shoot up if I have a headache.
Yeah.
That was your thing right there.
Yeah.
So you want to smoke when you have a headache?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I guess. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, never mind. My bad. There's being grumpy.
No. You've already started. It's already in motion.
I did have one more topic.
All right, shoot.
I was you know I don't care about space. You know I don't care about space.
Why are you talking about it?
Because it made me start thinking, because we're going to the moon again.
Yep.
In like 2-3 years from now. And it made me think, I was like, the moon is racist.
How so?
And sexist.
How so?
Because there's only been white males on the moon.
That's not true.
Cancel the moon.
So it's like no woman or person of color has ever had the opportunity to travel to the moon, except for this new journey that we're about to do.
Wait, are you talking about from America?
No, ever.
Nah, China's been to the moon.
What?
Yeah, they've been to the moon.
China?
Yeah.
China can't. They can barely run a country. Oh wait, sorry. I mean Taiwan's not a country. China is cool, and yeah, we support China.
Taiwan's a country.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it can be a country if they want to,
No,
give us an endorsement.
Slide a little off top.
But I was sitting there thinking, I was like, and the moon is technically a giant parking lot because it's over like 70 spacecraft vehicles just parked on the moon and we just leave there. And do y'all know about this future mission that we got going on in 2024, 2025?
Yep. I'm going.
No, you're not. You couldn't survive.
Right.
You couldn't fight the G-forces.
Please.
Yeah.
He'd be the first. He just like start throwing up. It's like, Jonathan, we're just taxiing in.
It sounds pretty cool though, but I also think that it's like some undercover stuff that we don't know about yet that they're planning, because they're about to build like a space station on the moon.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
So we can get closer to Mars.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the launch point or something like that. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Which is crazy, but
yeah, because that's the whole idea. Like SpaceX is reusable rockets. You know, so they have like the resources and shit on the moon, and then they can just straight from there.
I don't know if SpaceX is doing it, but I know NASA's doing it.
Well, that's what they did, the kind of joint thing earlier this week.
They joined hands and worked on something together. It's just crazy to think about the moon, though. Just, you know, it's just out there, and people have been to the moon.
I mean,
weird.
Would you go if you had the opportunity?
Nah, there's nothing there. The moon's like Detroit. There's nothing there for me.
It's crazy to think about, but nah, I'm good.
I'm good where I'm at right now.
I'll go to the moon.
Yeah.
Shit, all that cheese.
That's what I be trying to tell them, man. So much. Scoop down, just get you some.
Get you a glob of it.
What kind of cheese is it?
Good cheese.
All right, that's I had something with that, but nah.
We just ruined it.
It's just, you know, the moon's racist, the moon's sexist.
You know,
and
the moon isn't the one that's dictating people getting on it. Okay, so you go ahead and tell Joe Biden it's his fault that we haven't had a person of color.
They will in the next space mission.
Yeah, okay.
The next moon mission.
SJW Biden, he just wants to make sure.
We're bringing a black dude and a female. So,
well, we know which one's gonna die. So,
in that order.
That's gonna be kind of cool though. We're gonna live to see that though. You know, a lot of people tune in to watch the first moon landing. You know why they stopped going to the moon?
Was the alien said get the fuck
there was
out?
an actual city on the dark side of it.
I think. But no, they stopped going to the moon because people lost interest in it.
Nah.
And they started putting their resources towards other things.
Yeah, nah.
That's literally what it was.
That alien was on the moon. He's like,
That's what
get off my.
That's what I personally think happened. But that's what they said, that people lost interest in people going to the moon.
Nah,
you know what you liberal son boys and bitches doing up there. Like, what? We can't understand him. I said, they knew the universal language.
Yeah,
that boom stick.
They ain't getting they moon bites.
But you know, a couple years from now, we're gonna watch it on TV. You know, they're gonna be FaceTiming the whole time, and I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't want to witness that.
I hope they bring an Android up there just so it'd be the first one on the moon.
No, that's stupid. It'll probably the battery will probably puff up.
Actually,
yeah. How's your Samsung?
Yeah, you know what happened is that if they dropped an iPhone on the moon at that gravity, it still would just shatter.
No, but no.
The crazy thing is, when you said an Android, I thought you were talking about some robots. But you know, whatever.
We're done with robots.
No, we're not.
That's the only place that they're allowed.
They can put Stadia on the moon.
Wait, was that the Elon Musk one? Was that the Elon Musk one or what?
What?
The one that they just revealed?
What?
Their robot.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see no robot. I said Stadia.
Oh, Stadia.
Put your Google Stadia on the moon.
You know what? Fuck you, Kyle. It was a good service, but you know what?
No.
It's gone. I got the email today. It said your Stadia membership has been canceled.
That's rough.
A little tear came down my eye a little bit.
That's rough.
It's whatever. I'm getting a refund and I got two free controllers.
You should. 2 controllers to what?
I use those on my on Steam because it'll detect it, so you can just start using them.
I was gonna say you should use them. See if you can get some Game Pass, memberships with their Stadia membership.
Actually, I can get like 3 months, so it's all good.
All right, we're dragging this out. Let's go. Holy shit.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below of what you think of this episode. Don't forget to like our videos and share with your friends and leave a review. And check us out on the social media, Instagram. And my name is Kyle.
Jonathan the Great.
Hey, too.
And we
out of here. Peace.